So good morning. It is 6:23 in the mañana. Brother Joe here. It is August 7th today, and happy Friday, Feliz Viernes, and so this is one of the messages I did last night for Zoom. By the way, we have a Zoom meeting every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Everybody's welcome. If you'd like to log on, you're always welcome to do so. It'd be a blessing to have you. But anyways, I thought this message was kind of worth repeating. And last night I was talking about pride, right? The message is called "Pride Before Pride Goes Before the Fall." Amen. So pride, by its very definition, is relying on yourself more than God, right? Pride comes in two ways: when we prosper, and when we are afflicted, right? Thinking of one over Psalm 72, 1 and 2 says this: Give the king your judgments, O God, and your righteousness to the king's son. May he judge your people with righteousness and you're afflicted with justice. So, talking about righteousness basically means being morally right or justifiable, right? And I was kind of thinking how, the story of Solomon when he became king, right? So, he prays to God and he wants to be a good king. And what does he ask for? He asks for for wisdom and the ability to rule justly and wisely, right? To be righteous. But as you read that story, that he set out to do the right thing, but he got distracted, and suddenly he started kind of putting things before God, and he's doing things his way. Amen. I think that he didn't want to be at some point like a god. He wanted to be a god, and that's pretty much the definition of pride. It's you know this is what I need for my ego. This is what I'm gonna do. Amen. And I think that sometimes my closing nuggets be again, he wanted to be a god. And sometimes we get distracted, right, by our pride and our selfishness, and it sets in. And like I said, it's no longer about God, and it's more about our ego. And we sit there and when we do that, we tell God, you know what? You do you, and I'm going to do me, and I'm going to do the things that I believe I ought to do. You know, and a lot of times those things are separated from God. We can all fill in the blank of what happens when we do us, right? It's always all bad. I think that when we're living in the season of our normal default is when the stuff hits the fan in our life, we have that default is I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna go back to doing me. We tried it your way, God, but I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna go out and I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna have a beer with the homies or whatever. And I think when we get to that mode, we need to change our default. And you need to go into the settings of your brain, and just like we go on our iPhones or whatever, we need to take that setting off, and we need to set a new default to when those problems happen. That our new default will be I'm gonna focus on God no matter what it is, because we need to get to the point in our lives where we put our hands in our pockets and let God fight our battles for us. Amen. And we just need to trust Him that He will do so, and just be patient in that way. That's what I have for you guys today. My closing verse is Psalms 34:19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but God delivers them all. Amen. Anyways, y'all have a blessed Friday. Y'all be good boys and good girls out there. Be nice to somebody. Like I always say, be nice to somebody. Drive through, maybe get someone an extra coffee behind you. You never know what they're going through. Amen. And just that little random act of kindness would be on something that they're looking for, and maybe a prayer that they've been praying to God for. you know they're asking for some show of grace, and you never know, that could be it, right? But anyways, you guys have a blessed day. Be the light out there. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.